I honestly didn't see that day coming. You know when life feels normal, calm, peaceful, predictable, and then, out of nowhere, one secret turns everything upside down? That was the day it happened in my brother's house. My brother, Tunde, had always been the quiet, responsible type. Married, expecting his first child, the kind of man everyone looked up to. His wife, Anita, was heavily pregnant, glowing with joy and preparing for their baby's arrival. But beneath that calm surface, Tunde was drowning in a mess of his own making. That morning, I noticed him pacing around, phone in hand, sweat on his forehead. When I asked what was wrong, he just shook his head and forced a smile. But later, I overheard a whisper, a phone call. "I told you not to call me here," he said sharply, his voice trembling. I froze. My instincts told me something was terribly wrong. Later that evening, he called me into the sitting room. He sat there, head in his hands, silent for a long time before finally saying the words that shattered everything. "Chioma, I messed up. There's another woman and she's pregnant." For a moment, I couldn't even breathe. It felt like my heart fell straight into my stomach. I didn't know whether to scream, cry, or just walk out. But before I could say a word, before we could even figure out what to do, there was a knock on the door. When I opened it, there she was, a young woman, visibly pregnant, standing confidently with a small travel bag beside her. "Tunde," she said, looking straight past me, "since you stopped picking my calls, I decided to come myself." I swear, my knees went weak. I turned to my brother. He was standing there frozen like a statue, his mouth slightly open, face drained of color. She stepped in, bold and emotional. "You said you'd take care of me. You said you'd be there for the baby. Why are you hiding me now?" The air became heavy. Tunde tried to speak, his voice cracking. "You shouldn't have come here." I could feel my heart pounding. I stood between them, my hands shaking. "Please," I said, "don't do this here. Let's talk calmly, please." But the damage had already been done. The other woman's eyes filled with tears. She dropped the bag on the floor. "I'm not leaving Chioma. He promised me a place in his life, and now I have nowhere else to go." Silence filled the room. I looked at my brother, a man completely broken. And I realized something. Sometimes, life doesn't wait for you to fix your mistakes. It exposes them right in front of everyone. That night, I sat alone in the same room. The house was quiet, but my mind wasn't. I kept replaying everything. His wife still unaware, the other woman's pain, my brother's guilt. I sighed deeply. What do I even do? I whispered to myself. Because honestly, this kind of bebe, you don't read about it in books. You live it and pray it doesn't destroy the people you love.
Somebody help me. I need advice. I'm so confused and don't know how to settle this bege. What should I do? Do I tell his wife, who's completely unaware? Everyone is relying on me to handle this, but I honestly don't know what to do. Please drop your advice in the comments. I'll be reading everything.